Joining me now live in studio is Eyewitness News Analyst Lt. General Reginald Centracchio, who also used to be head of the Emergency Management Agency before he retired. And he's dealt with a few snowstorms. So, General, we're 3 days out. What's going on behind the scenes?
We're enjoying the 3-day notice because with technology and outstanding forecasting, like guys with Tony Petracca, we know what's going to go on perhaps 2.5 days from now. And what they're doing is readying themselves, communicating, making sure resources are in place, checking with the towns and cities as to what their shortages may be, and making sure everybody knows what the game plan is.
Yeah, that's a big difference from 20 years ago. Really, the preparation took place months ago, especially with National Grid.
Certainly, they're looking at clearing the branches away from the roads, making sure that any known and basic common knowledge about what could happen has been cleared, and I think they're way ahead of where they were even 5 years ago.
People doing their part is key. We saw in Brian's story about shoveling driveways and sidewalks. What else can people do?
They can even look at their driveways to make sure that once the plow comes back, clear that the best they can. Look at the fire hydrants near their own home, clear that if you can, if you have the capacity, and perhaps more important too, make sure if you have any exhaust systems for your heating device, that's clean too.
The Adjutant General used to be the director of the EMA. Peter Gaynor is now. What is the General's role now, and how important is that for the Guard?
Right now, the Adjutant General is readying the Guard for the event that's a call up by the Governor for state emergency, and I think that's his primary responsibility, making sure we have proper resources, personnel on duty, and designated task forces to be able to deal with whatever may come his way.
We saw on Eyewitness News Live at 5 that the Governor canceled her trip to Switzerland. Good move?
Good move, yeah. You know, the stand today is Governor Garrahy back. He was here with the first snowflake and didn't leave until the last. And I think every governor needs to look at that. People need to feel comfortable that there's leadership out there. She made the right decision. All
right, General, as always, thank you very much for your thoughts. And please stay with Eyewitness News on air and online for continuing coverage of this weekend's impending storm. Tony's going to be back in about 10 minutes in the 7-day Futurecast. Plus, we'll bring you updates throughout our newscast all week long.